Alright, what's up, YouTube Nation? Today's video is going to be called German Women Having Sex with Black Men. Now, about a week ago, I was on my boy, Mr. Solomon Jones, better known as Solo TV 84. And he had an article talking about German women in Germany getting it on with a black man. Now, I know what you're going to say before y'all look at the video. Y'all going to say, but Alex, you know German people are, they don't like us very much. And yeah, that was true about maybe 50, 60 years ago. That was true. I would say today it's about 60-40. Now, do German women really like black men? In all my videos, I do the math and the science. I give you the good and I give you the bad. I would say the answer is hell yes, they love them some black men. Now, unlike some American women here in America, they may not pretend, but they find other ways to express it. Now, in all my videos, I have to do what they call the math and the science. Now, if we look at the late 70s, early 80s, when we had guerrilla warfare, when we had the Korean War, and we had the Korean War and the Vietnamese War, a lot of times our soldiers were being stationed in these locations, and you didn't want to go behind enemy lines. So what you did was you would call your neighbors like France, London, Great Britain. And because we, went to war against Germany not once but twice, we, kind of asked them to, pitch us a nice little favor. And they made a sub-military base in Germany or in East Berlin or wherever it was located back in the day. And in that time period, a lot of our African American soldier troops were bored. They were tired of smoking and drinking. And you can't play basketball and football in Germany unless it's soccer. So a lot of these guys would walk up the street and go to these bars, and they saw a lot of German women. And at that time, they kind of knew that, they don't really like black people like that. And guess what? To make a long story short, it turns out they did. They have the same natural fear as American white women do. Because there's that stereotype, white girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, big breasts, and here goes this black man looking at me because he finds me physically, sexually attractive. And she has the same fear that she won't talk to you until she gets about in her late 30s, early 40s. So yes, there is a bit of a downside to that because it's called fear. Fear is very powerful. Fear is the ultimate motivator in the whole entire world. You can succeed more with fear than you actually can trying to do it the other way. And you'll find that out if you take a history class. You'll find out what I mean by fear is the ultimate motivator, because it is. And these women were afraid that if they hooked up with a black man, they would be shunned. So most of that time period, they would never think twice about it. But by the time they got between the ages of 30 to 35, they really didn't give a damn what their country thought about them dating a black man. Because once they hit the wall and they get much older, no one really cares. So when some racist person or some person that claims they're racist comes onto your platform and says some shit to you, just remember that's not a real racist. I'm going to touch it up here in this video. A real racist hates everything. They don't want you dating a beautiful, attractive woman. They don't even want you to date a woman. Hold on, people. Hold on so you can see it. They don't want you to date people who even hit the wall. A fake racist only cares if you're dating super hot, attractive ass women. 8s, 9s, and 10s. If they see you dating supermodels, fitness models, Hollywood actresses, they're going to be pissed the hell off. You're going to get so much hatred that it's going to be 20 times more than what you get here in the United States of America. If you think racist people here in America hate your effing guts. You ain't seen nothing until you get a passport and you cross the border. You gonna see 20 times the hatred. Remember the movie Rocky 4 with Sylvester Stallone when he went to go fight Ivan Drago in Russia and he was getting booed like crazy and it took him the whole entire fight to get respect? You gonna be Rocky Balboa when you go to these places, and it's gonna be turned up times 20. I wish I had a picture of Goku from Dragon Ball Z when he says Kaioken times 20, because you're gonna get 20 times the hatred. I mean, I'm serious. I ain't making this up. Now, I actually did see some German girls when I was in junior high. Not too much in high school, not too much in college, but in junior high. And I did see a couple of black men, try to spit some game. It wasn't working for them. But I had a friend that was a music producer, and he told me back in the late 70s, early 80s, when he was graduating from high school and going into college, that he had a German girl walk up to him and said she would love for him to ask her out to lunch because she found him so intelligent that she said it would be nice, but my parents and my grandparents do not approve of me dating African American men. And he took it as a compliment because he kind of entertained the idea that, yeah, he would love to date him a German woman because he knew how to speak his language. He knew how to speak French, Spanish, and he didn't know how to speak German, but he showed potential, and she liked the fact that he had potential. This is like 30 years ago, before he became a famous music producer. He met Ray Charles, the legendary great Ray Charles. Y'all probably don't even y'all weren't even born yet when that happened. I wasn't even born yet. But I know there's a rap group that you guys do know, 3 6 Mafia. Yeah, he worked on their first album before they became rich and famous. Before 3 6 Mafia became 3 6 Mafia, he worked with them. Remember Suge Knight, Death Row Records? For some of y'all that might be in your 30s, yeah, he almost got recruited by Suge Knight when Dr. Dre quit Death Row. Remember when Dr. Dre quit Death Row? Yeah, he almost was going to become the new producer of Tupac. But he turned that shit down because he didn't want to be in a negative environment. You're surrounded by Crips and Bloods, and you got a guy that likes to beat up his artists when their album sales don't get to the charts at #1. He didn't want to be in that atmosphere, and quite frankly, I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to be in that atmosphere. But not to make the video about Death Row Records, which I might make a summer video just for the hell of it. But in this case, we're going to talk about that. Now, German women are just like white women who like black men. They like us because we're physically, sexually attractive. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster, we're more athletic. And they know we're packing downstairs, and they know we can put it down in the bedroom. But in all my videos, I always say it, you have to be masculine. You got to show some masculinity, okay, people? You can't be lazy. And you can't just think that all I gotta do is go to Germany with a passport and spit game and everything's good. You gotta learn the language, you gotta learn how to make money, and you gotta learn how to be intelligent. Now, in that country, you have to be intelligent. The more intelligent, the more phone numbers and emails you get from a German girl. Here in America, in the black community, you intelligent, they laugh at you and make fun of you for being Steve Urkel. It's true. It's damn true. Kurt Angle style. In those countries, you have to be intelligent. Otherwise, they won't take you serious. Them gold Rolex watches and them gold chains and that platinum in your mouth. I'm all iced out. That crap ain't gonna help you in Germany, okay? It ain't gonna help you in most foreign countries. So when you be in there talking about Master P, or you be in there talking about 2 Chainz and Wiz Khalifa and Future and Rick Ross, they're gonna look at you like, Rick Ross? They'll be confused. You say 2 Chainz, they'll be like, well, you mean get 2 chains from the store? I got some chains. They'll be confused. So don't be trying to come from the hood to these countries talking that hood junk. That ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna work. You got to be intelligent. Okay, that's what they find attractive about black men is intelligence. Same thing if you try to go to Poland, because my boy Old Shay, mother loving Duke Jackson lives in Poland. And he'll tell you that you start that hood stuff, you're going to see the police at your doorstep so super fast, it ain't even funny. And then my boy Philco lives in Russia. And same thing with Philco. You can't be doing all that I'm from the hood crap because it ain't going to work. You got to use this. This is what gets you attention. And plus, over there, they love basketball and football. Oh, yeah, there are some German women that love basketball and football in America. And they like athletes. And a lot of times when you go to these NBA games and you see season ticket holders, a lot of times who you'll be seeing in the front row. It ain't just Jay-Z and P. Diddy and David Hasselhoff and George Clooney and Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. It ain't just them coming to the basketball games to see the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers, and especially the reigning, defending, whether you like them or hate them, NBA champions of the world, Golden State. They're at these basketball games. And guess what? A lot of the pro athletes, guess who they're dating? German supermodels. Okay? When you go to movie premieres, television premieres, a lot of these actresses that you see in television and film, a lot of them are from Australia, Brazil, a lot of them are from London, England, and Russia, and a lot of times they're from Germany. And guess what? Brothers who are actors in Hollywood, they date German actresses. They date German supermodels. And like I said in all my videos, they're going to give you what I call the Hollywood treatment, my brothers. They're going to cook your breakfast, lunch, and dinner butt naked with no clothes. They'll run your bath water. You know, you want to have sex with 2 women, 3 women, they'll do it. But you also have to learn their culture. And you also have to show some traits of masculinity. You have to be a man. If you ain't a man, then she gonna be calling you all types of names. She gonna be rolling her eyes, snapping her fingers. And she only does it as a form of a shit test. And in the future, I'm gonna make a YouTube video called How You Can Tell You Failed the Shit Test and How You Can Tell You Passed the Shit Test. One thing that these dumbass pickup artists and dating coaches don't ever tell you is how you can tell if you passed or if you failed a shit test. Because they don't ever talk about it. They always talk about being shit tested, but they never talk about how can you tell if you pass or if you fail. And a lot of men feel like if someone would just explain to me when I pass or when I failed, then I'll be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the game. Women are going to shit test you, okay? So they do the Hollywood treatment. They'll give you a back massage, neck massage, a feet massage if that's what you want. If you want your blowjob, they'll give it to you. And if you want to have a woman ask you how good your day was, they will ask you how good your day was. You know, and then sometimes you ain't got to even prepare for dinner. Dinner's already made when you come home. And yes, they don't kill you to death with religion. Like, they are religion, but they ain't gonna beat you over the head with a Bible because you don't feel like going to church and you want to watch the football game on Sunday. But you also have to have respect, and that at some point you have to go to church with these women to show them that you do care. But for the most part, they're not gonna, you know, put a gun to your head and say you got to sit here and go to church with me. They're not gonna take it personal. But you also have to be careful because when you meet their parents and their grandparents, they will look at you with a certain hatred. They might look at you with a certain disgust because when they look on TV, they can't help to see, you know, black men gang banging, rolling up the street, putting up Rolling 60s crib, all that other stupid crap. So don't be surprised if they ask you, did you graduate from high school and college? You know, did you go to a Division I or a Division II college? Don't be surprised if they ask that. Don't be shocked if they say, do you have a college degree? What's your job title? How much money you make? Are you part-time, full-time? Don't be surprised when they ask that. Because it's always when I make these videos, someone comes in the comment section and say, well, you didn't say this in the last video. And I say it in all my videos, the math in the science. 99.99% of the time, you're going to get something good and you're going to get something bad at the same exact time. Now, if you can deal with the hate here in the United States, you can deal with the hate in foreign countries. That's all there is to it. And you're going to get a lot of player haters, okay? You're going to get men hating on you because you're dating a German woman. You're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get death threats. You're going to get hate mail. Like, you look at someone like John Cena, right? A lot of people hate John Cena, the professional wrestler. They see him in TV and film, they still hate John Cena. Because the hate is real. So in all my videos, I always talk about the math and the science. Yes, German women find black men physically, sexually attractive. They know we put it down in the gym. They know we put it down in the workroom. And they know we put it down in the bedroom. But you better display some traits of masculinity. You better sound like a man. Because if they can sense you are scared and you act like a little child, you're going to get the shit test. In my next video, I'm going to interview some men about when they can tell they pass or when they failed the shit test. Because pickup artists and dating coaches don't like to talk about how to pass or when you can tell you passed or failed the shit test. They talk about the shit test, but they never want to talk about when is the right time to know if you passed or failed. And I feel like that needs to be covered. But German women do like black men. And I would say it's 60-40. I would say 40% love black men and 60% is still going to be messing with their own race for the most part. So it's 60-40. I'll do some more research so I can give you an accurate number in the next video and tell you what the statistics are. But, you know, Solo made a video about the article, and that answers the question, German women like black men. Now, the sad part is they do wait until they hit the wall to show interest in a black man. So I don't want no one saying that, well, you said the name of the title is called German Women Having Sex with Black Men, but I also talk about the good and the bad, the math and the science. The downside is they usually wait until they're about 30 to 35, sometimes 40 years old to show interest in a black man. That's probably the only downside. That and the parents and the grandparents might look at you funny looking. They might look at you sideways. So those are the only two bad things you probably have to worry about. Like I said, if you can deal with the hate here, you can deal with the hate out there. There is nothing else to it but to do it. So I hope you like this video. I hope this video explains some things. If not, then go in the comment section and talk about what you like about the video or what you have a problem with the video. All right, peace. Bye.